Goodest afternoon, to everybody tuned in. It is your boy SiliS Trades. We are back. I think it's been like a month since I did a live. It's January 30th, the last day of 2024. So I figured I would come here, do one last video for the year, talking about my plan for the upcoming 2025. Uh, how I'm going about it, how this year was for me, and some big business we plan on being a part of in 2025. So 2024 is coming to an end. And this year we had a lot of volatile things. We had at the presidential elections. We had a lot of war tensions with Ukraine, Palestine, uh, virtual wars. We had our bull run with Bitcoin and crypto. So a lot of action in the markets this year. It was very volatile, very messy towards the end, but we ended in profit, and that's all that matters. Not the best profit in the world, but we ended in profit. Um, Coming up on the end of my second year as a full-time trader. February will be the end of my second year as a full-time trader. So a little bit of my trading journey. I did start. I'm gonna make this quick. I don't want this video to be too long. We got a lot to talk about, but getting into a little bit of my trading journey. I did the precipice for trading for me was 2019. I think that's when I first dove into trading. I have been doing some crypto mining in like 2015, 16, and 17, but I kind of strayed away from that mining thing, and I was just occupied with regular work, factory work, anything that was paying high, and I was doing a lot of factory work, a lot of overnights. Um, and then the woman I was talking to at the time, who was now my wife, uh, I believe she was getting her nails done by a nail tech who had her own business, and the nail tech's boyfriend was a trader, and they were talking about that and whatnot. And this was like 2019. So this is also around the time people talk of IML, the IML academies, and the different trading entities they would teach you, but they only teaching you if you're bringing other people into the class type thing. But this guy was pretty cool. He kind of just educated me that day when we did speak on FaceTime. He kind of educated me on how he does it. But I think I was a bit reluctant on it with him, so I kind of dived into it myself, and that's when I got into uh, money in minutes. And anybody knows what money in minutes is? It's bullshit, but it was like you could place a trade, but you also had to put like a time frame on it, and you couldn't do anything to that trade within that time frame. So if I put a buy or a long on a trade and I put 7 minutes, I couldn't do anything for that 7 minutes to that trade. I couldn't change it, I couldn't stop it, couldn't add to it. And there was pocket options, I believe it was called pocket options, and I lost a lot of money fucking with that. Lost a bit. But then I just really just started to dive into it myself as far as what was trading and what am I doing wrong here. And this is 2019, uh, right before COVID, when I was starting to dive into this, and I'm seeing these guys making money hand over fist off their phones, off their laptops. And this is when I'm introduced to MT4, and I'm introduced to some of the bigger name traders now. Back then, I think I was going into 2020 when COVID hit. I was working for the gas company, so I was outside a lot. So we didn't really get affected by COVID. I was still working a lot, but I was outside. I was in bulldozers, heavy machinery. So when we had downtime, I'm on my phone. I'm watching the top trade. I'm watching Roger Banks. I'm watching who did I watch? I was particular with who I watched. I was watching Roger in the beginning of my training studies. I was watching Roger Banks. Official Lens, I was watching her a lot. sniper trading. That was my biggest ones, that group. But in the beginning, it was pretty much just them because they would go live in the morning. A lot of other people wouldn't. Back then, a lot of people do it now, but back then it was just them, and I was just kind of studying them and putting in my trades and putting my. I didn't really paper trade in the beginning. I put a lot of money in. I think that's kind of what drove me. I had a lot of teeth in the game, and I had a lot of skin in the game from the jump. I was putting money in because I wanted to make money. So there wasn't a whole lot of paper trading for me in the beginning. So I would put in a couple hundred here and there and lose it, or put a couple hundred and make a little, lose a little. But I was understanding, I was learning. My problem in the beginning was I was sporadic. I was trading this, I was trading that. I wasn't sticking to a pair and learning the patterns and the movements of a single pair, which is what you should do in the beginning. But we're not going to get into what you should do as a trader another time for another video. But this is just my explanation of my journey. So when COVID did hit, I got a lot more, sturdy with my studying and buckling down on, okay, I need to learn a strategy. I need to stick to a couple of periods. I think I was on gold, euro, GBP. Like I had like a top 4 or 5. Then I was just gold. The gold, NAS is sneaking in. There's gold and NAS for the most part now. But at first it was just a few, and then it just became euro and gold. I haven't been back to euro in a long time. And in 2020 here, we had COVID. So my studying really took off. I was like, okay, I need to make this work. I'm seeing these avenues where people are making this money, and I have a great job, quote unquote, but I'm not happy here. You know what I'm saying? I'm older now. I'm 20, 29, 29, 28. And I'm saying the trading thing take off for people. I'm like, yeah, this is a skill set. This isn't just a fluke. It's not what the IMLs were. This isn't just about go get some people so we can make some money. This is a skill set. It takes time. It takes work. So I'm putting in that work. 2020 COVID hits. I'm at work, but I'm more so studying on my phone, trading. I'm watching those charts while I'm at work. And things start to go. I'm making a little money here and there. Then my wife gets pregnant. That's when things turned up for me. When my son was born in 2021, I started taking trading a lot more seriously. And then 2022, I quit my job. I had a little nest egg, and I was just like, I have to make this trading thing work. And then 2023, I'm watering it down. But 2023, if you know what's going on, we had the big scandal with prop firms and MetaQuotes. So when I did quit my job, I'm like, okay, I got to make trading work. And then I hear about prop firms where you can prove your trading skill and you can have capital and get paid out and things like that. So I'm like, okay, that's the avenue. There it is, right there. That's the ticket. So once I finally do get funded, the company I'm funded with is my Forex funds. And if you know anything about them, they're the first company to get hit when when MetaQuotes did their re-regulation thing. So lost that, and it was back to the drawing board. So here we are, 2024. I've switched over to futures from Forex, much more regulated, much more adult, if you will. So, and I'm funded 50K or 100K with Take Profit Trading, futures firm. So that's where we are now. Here at 2024, we've had a great year trading futures. I've been trading for coming up on 3 years, but technically only a futures trader for the last 10 months. But trading is trading. It doesn't really depend on the market. If you can trade, you can get paid. Depending on the market, doesn't matter. Forex, futures, options, crypto. crypto is more of an investment, and we'll get more into crypto towards the end of this. But that's my trading journey and where I'm at now. Going into 2024, we're going to up the capital. That's the goal, and to do so rapidly. So now, as this quarter comes to an end, this fiscal year comes to an end, I haven't traded yet. I will be back trading January 3rd, which is this Thursday. Today is Monday. I will back trading. If you're not already and you're watching this video, feel free to join the Discord. Let me share my screen. Matter of fact. So if you're not already, feel free to join the Discord, which I will be updating all 2025 with new curriculum. We have the SSS guide right here, handwritten by me. As you can see, we've been in here since 2023. So it has been over a year that I've had the class. So I just want to do bigger things, get more students. Soon it won't be free, but it is free as of right now. I did just add this crypto section because we will be doing more crypto talk. But I'm in the class daily when sessions are going. We'll be back, I said, Thursday, January 3rd. More teachings, more lessons, more love. But back to the video. So the 2025 plan is to be funded over $1 million. And you might be asking, how is that? So with trading, you can trade your own capital. You can find a great broker. You can put your money into that broker. You can get into whatever market it is that you prefer, and you can trade and you can compound your wins, and you can elevate that capital to something substantial. Or you can do what I'm going to do. I'm not logged in, but I could be. But since I'm recording this video through live, there's no way for me to hide my credentials that will pop up. So I won't be doing that. But here on Take Profit Trader, which is a futures trading firm, you can get funded with them up to 5 accounts. And I believe they go up to as high as 150. So as of right now, I'm 100K funded with Take Profit Trader with two $50,000 accounts. So with my remaining 3 accounts, I want those to be $150,000 a piece. Or do I have one? Let me see here. Log into my other account. I think I only have 100,000. So with my other 3, I'll focus on making those $150,000 a piece, which will be $450,000 plus my 100,000 makes it $550,000. So, and that's a minimum of $360 an account, and I also have discounts, discount codes, and things of that nature, affiliates, program discounts, things like that. So, if you have the skill set, the cost of the challenge isn't much. So with that, let me share that again. I'm sorry. So there we have $500,000 in funding right away. We already have 100,000. So I plan on spending no less than a day or two achieving the goal of those accounts. So if you want to be funded, you'll find your funded company, a prop firm, and they all have their own set of rules, but most of the time it's don't exceed this amount losing and don't make more than 50% on the target per day. So simple as this, with Take a Profit Trader, you'll select an account size, prove you can trade, start earning money, withdraw into your account, and you can upgrade to Pro, which just has more benefits. So I do have 100,000 funded already, which means I bought a challenge, made a certain amount on that challenge to prove that I can trade. And once I have gotten in, you also have to pay like an admin fee. But once you do that, you have to make a certain amount on the account, which for a $50,000 account, you have to make a buffer zone of $2,000. And anything you make after that you can withdraw as long as it's over $100. So say you made $2,000 on the account a week ago, and you made $3,000 in a day. You can withdraw that $3,000 that day with this funded company in particular. So they all have the stipulations, they all have the ups and downs, but I find that with Take Profit Trader, there aren't really that many downs. So even if you don't think that you want to spend a certain amount, you can go to the lowest, start there, trade, have a $25,000 live account of capital instead of trying to save up your own amount of money and put it into that capital account. Now you automatically have $25,000 because you have the skill set. Now that equates for only $500,000, $50,000 more, 550,000. So, and that's the full amount of accounts. It's 5 accounts. If I didn't have the 100,000 account, or the 100,000 in funding already, we could have 5 $150,000 accounts, and that would be 750,000. Yeah, so that's almost $1 million in just funding capital. It's not your personal account. It's not the money you're making at work, side job. You have nearly nearly $1 million in capital and the monthly prices go away once you pass the challenges. So you don't have to worry about that. If you can pass the challenge before the month is up, you don't have to worry about paying it, and they give you the money back. So, but like I said, that equates for $500,000. We go to this other one of the top funding companies in the industry, Top Step, who also allows you to have 5 accounts of funding up to 150,000. 5 accounts, 750,000 plus 550,000 is $1.3 million in funding. If it was 750,000, if it was 750,000 on both accounts, it would be what, 15,000? I'm sorry, 1.5 million. Correct. Yeah, 1.5 million. So that's my goal for 2025. Not to be too greedy with it, but just using 2 of these entities in the prop firm space, just to up my capital from 100,000 to 1.3 million. And it's not saying I have 1.3 million. It's saying my capital is that. But with these prop firms, you can get those payouts within hours to minimal 2 days. You read through their combine rules, understand them, understand your strategy, which is most important. We're going to get into that in a second. But you only pay these fees until you're funded. And the goal is to be as funded as quick as possible. You don't want to put too much on these. You can have $50,000 worth of buying power with just $50 a month. That's a lot. That's a lot. You know what you're doing. You can make $1,000 a day. You can make 500 a day. That's a lot. Some people work their ass off, and then you do the calculations. They only making 150. I was making 175 per day. Yeah, what I thought was one of the best jobs I ever had. Not because of the job, but because of the money. So that's my 2025 trading plan to up my capital to 1.3 million. We're going to do 750,000 through Top Step, 5 $150,000 accounts. We're going to do 3 $150,000 accounts through Take Profit Trader, with addition to my already intact $100,000 in funding, which brings us to 1.3 million in funding. Now, next thing to talk about for 2025, crypto. If you aren't in the crypto space, you should be ashamed of yourself. Bitcoin is currently at 94,000. I need you guys to understand something. 2025, this number, I'm glad I'm doing this video. In 2025, my birthday is in August. I predict that this number right here will be 150,000 or close to it. And if Bitcoin goes up, the market cap goes up. There's technicals I can't go into. I don't want this video to be too long. Like I said, I'm not even sure how long I've been going. 20 minutes. Okay. That's not horrible. We're gonna cut it short soon. But this will be the end of what I say. Crypto is going to boom even further in 2025. And you have to be along for the ride. I'm trying to tell you now. I don't even want to get into too much detail. I think I might save that for another video. But I do want to add it to the fact to the 2025 game plan. With Bitcoin going up, even if you feel like you don't have to be able to afford one Bitcoin, you can invest. This is our investments. I'm telling you now, put something into it. Watch it, learn the rules, know when to sell, which won't be anytime soon. But this is the future. This isn't about your future. It's about the future of your kids, kids. Bitcoin is not going anywhere. It's being utilized and entered into different spaces that people never thought it would be. There's no fear in Bitcoin. And if you have any fear on it, invest into the smaller tokens, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, even Doge. Put some money into these entities and watch that money grow. You don't have to touch it. But do something about it. Don't sit on the sidelines until it's too late and that you're buying in when it's time to sell. You getting FOMO and things of that nature. Just listen to what I'm saying. Join me 2025. This is just the first video. It's my last video of the year. I think I will be doing some more videos. This is probably the last more lackluster video that I'll have. We're gonna upgrade the video quality here soon. We're gonna be more consistent with the YouTube videos. But we are in the class daily. We're gonna start going live a little bit more as we add new curriculums and things of that nature to this, and add new students. Like I said, our $1.3 million plan is in full effect for 2025. So you can join the journey, watch the journey. You can do the same thing yourself. Go to Take Profit Trader or Top Step or another Forex funding company that you vibe with. Put a little money and get your capital up and see things take off. So I'm going to cut it short here. I'm going to do another video probably this Thursday when we do go live. So be there, join the class. I'm going to go into depth a little bit more on my 2025 journey as it happens. But good luck to all the traders out there. We are almost out of this year. Happy New Year to everybody. Good this afternoon, and I'll see you next time.